If you've been hearing about human design but have no idea what it actually is, this episode is the starting point for you. This is Your Magnetic Purpose podcast, a new season focused on creativity and connection. We'll use tools like human design, tarot, and astrology, and see what happens when you let your natural rhythm lead. So let's dive in. Human design is a framework that shows you how you are uniquely wired. It gives you practical information about how you make decisions, how your energy works, and how you're designed to interact with the world. Hi, everybody. I am Ashley, and this is Your Magnetic Purpose. And today, we are covering Human Design 101, what it is and how to start working with it in your life. Human design is a system that maps your energetic blueprint. Think of it as an instruction manual for how you're specifically meant to operate. It combines several ancient wisdom systems such as astrology, the I Ching, Kabbalah, and the chakra system, with some modern sciences like quantum physics. And then what you get is a chart that shows your practical information all about you, how you work best, how you make good decisions, and how your energy works. You can pull your chart for free at yourmagneticpurpose.com. You will also find reports that are tailored specifically to you to help you better understand your human design or your creative intelligence or your connection with your partner. Once you have your chart, there are three main things that you want to focus on: your type, your authority, and your profile. Your type shows you how your energy works and how you're designed to engage with the world. There are 5 types. The first one is a generator, and they make up about 37% of the population. You have a powerful, sustainable energy when you're working on things that you love. Your strategy is to respond to opportunities that come to you rather than forcing things to happen. When you're working on something that you care about, your energy is endless. And then there's a manifesting generator. You make up about 33% of the population. It's similar to a generator, but you move faster and you can handle multiple things at once. You respond to opportunities and then you move quickly. You like to test different approaches and finding efficient ways to do things. And projectors make up about 20% of the population. You are designed to guide and direct rather than generate consistent energy. You work best in focused bursts, and your strategy is to wait for people to recognize your value and invite you into opportunities. When you're invited and recognized, you thrive. And then there's manifestors. You make up about 9% of the population. You are designed to initiate and start things. You can create momentum independently, and your strategy is to let people know before you take action. This reduces resistance and helps things to flow smoothly. And then finally, we have reflectors, and they make up 1% of the population. You are ultra rare. You're designed to sample the energy around you and then reflect it back. You're deeply perspective about people and environments. Your strategy is to wait about 28 days before making any major decisions, giving yourself time to experience something fully. So your type is foundational. It tells you how your energy functions. But your authority is how you're designed to make decisions. Most people make decisions with their minds. They think through options, they make lists, they might analyze something, but human design shows you a different way. So emotional authority is you make decisions by waiting for emotional clarity. Your emotions move in waves. So let yourself experience a decision across the different emotional states. The right decision will always become clear over time. And then sacral authority. You make decisions through a gut response. It's a physical feeling and an opening or a closing of your body. It is immediate and it happens before your mind starts thinking. So make sure that you trust that gut feeling. And then we have a splenic authority. You make decisions through intuitive hits that happen in the moment. It's really quiet and subtle, And when you get an instinct about something, trust it without overthinking. And then in ego authority, you make decisions based on a genuine want. Ask yourself if this is something you truly want or if you just think you should want it. And then there's self-projected authority. You make decisions by talking them through out loud. You need to hear yourself speak to know what's your truth. And then there's emotional authority. You make decisions based on where you are. Different locations will give you different clarity. So try experiencing a decision in various spaces. And then finally, we have lunar authority. You make decisions over a full cycle, so about 28 days. And this is for reflectors specifically. So your authority shows you where you are making decisions and where your intelligence lives. But your profile is how you show up. Your profile is 2 numbers that describe your natural role in the world. It shows you how you learn and how others perceive you. There are 6 lines that combine together into 12 different profiles. In line 1s, you are the investigator. You need solid knowledge and research before feeling secure. Line 2s, you are the hermit. You are naturally talented and need a lot of alone time to develop your gifts. And line 3s are the experimenters. You learn by trying things and discovering what works through experience. And line 4s are the networkers. You build through relationships and community. And then line 5s are the heretics. People see you as someone who can solve their problems. And then finally, we have line 6s, which are the role models. You go through a distinct life phase and come out even wiser, and you are able to be an example over time. Your profile is a combination of 2 of these lines. For example, a 1-3 profile researches deeply and then tests things in real life. Or a 4-6 will build through community and then grows into a wise guide. Understanding your profile helps you to recognize your natural way of operating in the world. Human design is meant to be practical, and here's how you can begin. First, get your chart at yourmagneticpurpose.com and then look at your type, authority, and profile. These are the foundations. You're going to want to start with your type strategy. If you're a generator or a manifesting generator, practice responding to things instead of forcing. And if you're a projector, notice when you're invited versus when you're pushing. If you're a manifestor, practice informing people before you act. And if you're a reflector, give yourself time to make a decision. You want to experiment with your authority. Notice how you are currently making decisions and try using your actual authority and see what changes. Observe what shifts, and you don't need to change everything all at once. Small adjustments based on your design create real change over time. When people start using their design, they'll notice the difference. They make better decisions, they have more energy for the right things, and less burnout from the wrong. Their relationships improve because they understand themselves and others better. This happens because they stop forcing themselves to operate in ways that never matched their design. A generator will stop saying yes to things that don't excite them. A projector stops trying to prove their worth through constant output. And a manifestor stops letting others control their creative process, while a reflector stops rushing decisions. These adjustments sound really simple, but they can create a significant change. So human design has depth beyond your type, authority, and profile. There's centers, channels, gates, and many, many more layers of information in your chart. But you don't need to understand everything all at once. Start with the foundation, test them out in your life, and see what resonates. If you want to go a little bit deeper, I offer personalized human design readings where you can look at your chart specifically and we can figure out how to apply this to your creative work and life. You can find all of that at yourmagneticpurpose.com. The more you start to work with your design, the more authentic your path becomes. So this week, go and pull your chart, look at your type, authority, and profile, and pick one thing to start experimenting with. One small shift based on your design can change everything. Next week, we are diving deeper into how your talents and gifts, i.e. your channels and gates and incarnation cross, come up. So this is part 2 to this series. And for now, go and pull your chart and take a look at yourself on a deeper level. I'm Ashley. This is Your Magnetic Purpose, and I will see you in the next episode.
If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to like, share, and subscribe wherever you stream your podcast. For more resources and tools to explore human design, tarot, and astrology, head over to yourmagneticpurpose.com and book a live one-on-one reading or download your free chart. Remember, the more that you align with your purpose, the more opportunities you attract.